The wheelhouse soft music drifts through speakers. The gang sits around the table, sipping on what remains of our drinks after the meal. So, you all free now, Sal? Almost. I've got some changes to make for the Lantern Festival before everything goes to print. I didn't know you were working on that. Yeah, they usually hire grads for it. It's been a bit of a pain, but it's a good portfolio piece. Joe sits absent-mindedly before his plate. It still holds half a fillet of salmon and some new potatoes, which bathe in the remnants of a pale orange puree. You playing it this year, Joe? Oh, no. It's more of a folk thing. Don't think my stuff would fit. Just put your keyboard on banjo mode. Oh, no, wait, that's you, isn't it, Ronzo? Banjo man. Mandolin, but yeah, it'd be nice to play again. Maybe they still got some slots. I'm still getting redesign requests for the flyers. I'm not updating the set list. Was joking, Sal. What is it this time? They want the body text in slab serif. Oh, that's the worst. You don't know what slab serif means. A waiter steps up to the table, a notepad and a few small menus in hand. Are we all good for drinks? Any desserts? There's some silent deliberation around the table before Ranzo speaks. No, I'm good, thank you. His sentiments are echoed by the group. The waiter nods politely and reaches down for our empty plates. Actually, we grab the bill? Thanks. Sure. The waiter begins stacking the plates on one arm until he gets to Joe. Are you finished? Yeah, thanks. It was great, but I'm full. No problem. I'll grab the bill for you now. The waiter heads back towards the kitchen. Billy sips at his glass and eyes Joe. That's a lie. You're never full. I'm trying to be polite. Ranzo rubs his eyes and stretches his jaw, stifling a yawn. Tired, Ranz? His thick palms tuck under his muzzle. His fingers massage through the rough bristle of his neck. Yeah, last night was rough. I had to be on hand till 3, up again at 8. God, that is rough. Billy affects the accent of an old fisherman. Scrubbing the decks for you, boyo. Well, hopefully that'll be the last time that sort of thing happens for a while. That'll be the last of that sort of thing for a while. Ranzo's eyes travel between the rest of us. His hands unfurl and he gives them a little shake as his ears perk up. I got the promotion! The table stutters to a start, voices overlapping in surprise. Chair legs squeak his arms as we shift in our seat. What? What promotion? Ranzo looks gleeful and confused all at once. The AS promotion? I texted you about it last week when we set off. The phone screens light up around the table. I don't have a message. Nothing here. Nope. I got nothing. That's really weird. Look. Ranzo turns his phone to us. At the top of the message window, there's a picture of my younger self. I'm dressed in all black, stood in front of a crumbling castle wall. It's an old band photo shoot. Awful. I'm sending this out to everyone, so sorry for the spam, but there's a chance I might get a promotion. There's an able seaman position going, and I've been put forward. I'll know when I get back. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Heart, heart. It's followed by a string of shorter messages. Sorry. Promotion. Going. Looking. I suppose a spelling exam wasn't part of it. Billy eyes the message with a grin and gives Ranzo a firm pat on the back. Good on you, man. I'm so glad for you, dude. She leans over to to her side and gives Ranzo a squeeze. Yeah, congratulations. Great news, dude. You want to hit the town tonight and celebrate? Ranzo's smile lapses into a yawn. I don't know. I think I need an early one. Come on, man. This is big. He's right. I'm down for a sesh if it's for this. Well... Guys, he said he's tired. He got what? 5 hours sleep last night? Ranzo cricks his neck and blinks 2 bleary eyes. 4. And I'm busy tomorrow morning. Let's go out tomorrow. It's been a big day already. We can even go to that place Joe mentioned. Thanks for the permission, Sal. What? Joe's face is flat as he starts to shuffle out of his seat and dig into his pocket. Nothing. Was just suggesting something in the moment, you know? Something that's not booked in. Oh, come on, Joe. He's tired. Really, it's fine. Joe keeps his eye off Sal as he pulls out a bag of tobacco, skins, and a lighter. His glare softens as his eyes cross Ranzo. We can do it tomorrow. It's not a problem. Joe, it's fine. I just need a fag. He perches the thin stick in his beak and heads towards the door. He's holding his composure, but his exit is anything but graceful. Sal's head slumps in her hands. For God's sake. Nice one. Don't, Billy. Billy takes a sip of his glass, leaving bubbles fizzing on his upper lip. He's just had a few too many. You're not wrong there. I think he's just excited. But I don't think I've got it in me for the night out now. I eye the empty seat Joe left. He sounded hurt. He sounded like a kid who didn't get his way. And this will be somewhere that whenever Joe gets an update, this will be where you hop off to do that one. Sal stands from her seat and takes a gulp of her wine. She unclips a brown, beaten-up wallet from the cord tethered to her belt loop, dropping it on the table. I need the loo. I've got cash on me, so if the waiter comes back, I'll pay for Ranzo. Oh, you don't have to do that, Sal. You're not promoted yet, Captain. Just get me a drink tomorrow. You're a legend. How are we splitting it? Everyone all right to do 5 ways with a tip? Sure. Sal does a little mental arithmetic. That should be $38.50 each. Maybe Shinbone was the better choice after all. Oh, wait. Billy, you only had water. Nah, I'm good with that. You sure? You're not working at the moment though, are you? I got stuff on the side, plus loans, plus the championship money. You haven't even qualified yet. Come out riding with me tomorrow and tell me if you think someone can outpace me. Dare you? No, thanks. Sal turns towards the back of the room before she's interrupted. Wait, Sal, before you go. Ranzo gets up too, shifting sideways to get out from behind the table on the same side as Sal. I'm gonna head off soon. Come here. Okay, but I really need to pee. I won't squeeze you too hard then. Ranzo wraps his fuzzy arms around Sal's shoulders and gives them a few pats before pulling back. See you tomorrow. See you then, Ranz. And congrats again on the job. Ranzo smiles as Sal disappears through a worn door opposite the kitchen. Right on. See you directly, Bill. Have a good ride. You too, bruv. Say hi to your mom for me. Will do. As Ranzo turns towards the door, he catches my eye. Catch you tomorrow, Riley. Seeing him step away, something in my chest drops. It's alright, you'll see him tomorrow. Last time you saw him leave, you worried he might not come back. And here's where you hop off for Ranzo. Ranzo makes his way wearily out into the street. As the door closes behind him, he turns to his left and speaks some muffled words to who I assume must be Joe. Billy and I are the only ones at the table. The restaurant is empty, aside from what looks like a couple over in the far corner. Billy's eyelid twitches and a grimace passes over him before he shakes it off. You okay? What? Your face, you did a sort of... I mimic the expression back to him. Oh, that. I've been sitting down all day. Makes me restless. Like you've got to get the energy out? Yeah, exactly. I lean back on my chair, resting a shin on my knee and stretching my arms out to the sides. I get that. I haven't been sleeping properly, so I've been trying to do the same. What do you do for it? I go for walks, usually. When I can, anyway. It's hard to fit the time in. A walk long enough to wear you out needs to be like 3 hours minimum with a good pace. Probably up to How do you say these British words? Probably up to Polhal and back from here. I definitely don't go that far. You need something more intensive then. You tried running? I've got the kit, but... I moved the wide sole of my boot in a circular motion. I've got those flat Martin feet. Not the best. At least you've got 2 of them. True. My eyes trace a line of muscle down from his thigh to below the knee. His fur disappears beneath a series of tight straps. The line continues through the hard material until it tapers into a rubbery crescent spring. Checking out the goods? I'm just impressed, I suppose. Thinking about how much time you must have spent with surgeries and... I look back up at him, a bit embarrassed. I may have overstepped. Sorry. You probably don't really want to talk about that, do you? Not really. It's not important. The bearings around his knee quietly groan as his thigh muscles tense and define themselves. His eyelid twitches again as a sly look crosses his face. You still got a bike? It's pretty shitty, but yeah. Why don't you come out with me tomorrow? No, it's too heavy. I'll ride it. You can take mine. I think back to the sleek, elegant racing bike perched by the booth in the old chariot. You're not being serious. I am. I need to swap the pedals over. I get the heavy one, you get the light one, so it balances out. Where do you plan on going? Billy exhales slowly and tips his head back in thought. I was going to take the north coast down to Poldower, but I could shorten it to a quick 20-miler. 20 miles? That's quick? It's not as far as it sounds. And there's a good turning point with a view to stop at. I've only really taken my bike to the shops and back. If it's really too much, we can circle around early and make it 10. But you said it yourself, you need wearing out. I suppose. Trust me, the only way to get past this is to push yourself through. He bangs the side of his fist on the table with each word, the contents of the glasses forming small waves in response. So what do you say? It's sunny tomorrow, but chilly with a low headwind. It's perfect cycling weather. You have been meaning to exercise more. You'll slow him down. He's being polite. Go on then. Show me how it's done. With a final slam at the table, Billy sounds triumphant. Yes! He won't regret it. The vibration nudges the wine glass, which has rattled its way closer to the edge of the table with each of his smacks. As its base starts to cross the edge, a hard-fingered hand scoops under and lifts it from the table. Calm down, Billy. Billy's posture relaxes, turning to Sal as a smug look falls over him. Guess what? I'm getting Riley out on the bike tomorrow. Sal looks surprised as she sips from her glass. Impressive. Can you get him to bring his mugs back to the kitchen, too? You've signed up now, Riley. You ready for boot camp? If you're gonna take the piss, I'll change my mind. Too late. I'll be there at 8 tomorrow to change pedals, then we're off. 8? It's my first day off, man. 9 then. Otherwise we won't get out at all. I'm already regretting this. Alright, what should I wear? Whatever sports stuff you got. Hard-soled shoes if you have them. I've got some gloves you can use and some spare pads. Pads? Undershorts. Unless you want your balls done in. Sal grimaces as she sets down her glass, then waves to the waiter. It's your choice. I'll give you some tea if you need to grow them back. The waiter arrives back at the table with a card reader in hand. Sorry for the wait, guys. How would you like to pay? All on one card? We're splitting it. It should be $38.50 each. Why is there an extra zero? Our friend had to go, so I'll get his. The waiter taps at the device and hands it to Sal. Oh, sorry, here you go. She thumbs through the contents of her wallet until she has a good stack of notes. She hands them to the waiter along with some coins. The waiter flicks through them. That's great, thank you. As the waiter pivots to Billy, Joe returns to the table. He still looks somewhat jaded, but he's calmer. The calm music which filled the room has faded out, leaving it empty, aside from the occasional clatter of cutlery. It's closing time. What's the score on the doors, then? $38.50 each. There's an inward hissing sound from Joe's beak as he reaches for his wallet. Sitting down to his pint, he slips a credit card onto the table. Once the waiter has finished his rounds, he thanks us again before he's ushered over to the only other full table in the establishment. Our drinks are finished swiftly, or left as they are as we get ready to head out. At only 10 p.m., the town and the road are quiet. Tuesday night, I suppose. We shuffle to a crossroads, spotted in the light of a street lamp. Billy sends a pebble clattering across the thin street to our right. Right, my place is up that way. I'll be round to grab you tomorrow morning, Riley. Woo. Looking forward to it. Bet you are. The hare gives a mocking wink. Have a good ride tomorrow. See you tomorrow, dude. Don't fuck up your other leg. Billy brings the sharp edge of his prosthesis around to playfully smack against Joe's shin. I'll fuck yours up first. After some laughter and jostling from the both of them, he turns up the hill to depart with a wave. See you, lads. You guys heading back to your place? Yep. Sorry, it's a bit of an early one. It's fine, man. To be honest, I'm tired. I think that's the prevailing mood tonight. Yeah, guess so. Joe uses a moment of pause to light a cigarette. So, the gang's all back together, eh? Yep. It's been too long. You're telling me. Stray embers wander on the wind and die out. Joe's plumage shudders up with his shoulders. His feet edge to the narrow lane on our left. Well, get to see you both. See you tomorrow. Don't be a stranger. See you then. With a wave of his free hand, Joe exits the light of the street lamp into a bushy pathway between two houses. Oh yeah, and Riley, you still owe me that pint. Sal lets out a soft sigh, then turns onwards down the hill. You okay? I'm alright. Is it about Joe earlier? Not really. I mean, sort of. He's just doing what he does. He might be right, though, about the pub thing. When you and him were talking about going to the pub more often. Tonight's been nice, mostly. Could probably do it more often. Yeah, you work a lot. You should take a break more often. I just don't want to overdo it. You're overdoing it with work, if anything. I know. But with Joe, he can be a little full on. I just don't want to make a habit of it. You remember what he was like at your birthday? Hard not to. He was a wreck. Yeah, that was a lot. Things are okay between you two, though, right? Yeah, we're fine. I'll talk to him tomorrow. I think we're all a little tense about today. I understand. Sal and I continue to walk. Our footsteps bounce between the stone walls to fill the lull in conversation. We pass under a tree, overhanging from the garden of a holiday home. Above us, its branches peel back to a quilt of white speckles. Good sky tonight. You want to get your telescope out when we get back? I should get an early one, really. The forecast is good this week, so it should be like this for a while. Thanks for setting up all this, Sal. It's nothing. I like working stuff out. As we round the bend, we find ourselves in one of the town's warm pockets, shielded from the ocean air. A streetlight cuts open the shadow of the valley. The murky black is pushed aside to ensure that we're still treading the familiar paths home. In the middle of its aura, there's a flicker of white. This time, it isn't a sunbeam across a window. It isn't a reflection in a crowd. The sun has gone in, and the street is empty. Lights from the town and sky, which before shone bright, now feel faded, drowned in the incandescence of two golden eyes. They're wide, surprised. Sunflowers in a snowy field. His parted lips drift over soft-pointed teeth to form a smile. His brows fall from their shock and come to rest above his eyes. The creases on his linen shirt ripple out as his shoulders drop. A lone word rises, uncertain, in his chest. When it escapes, it fills the space between us. Riley? I'm stunned. I didn't think I'd ever hear that voice speak my name again. I can barely bring myself to nod. Feels like I'm cast in thick, dreamy treacle. It is you, isn't it? The silence breaks in my throat. Yes, it's me. Is that you? As far as I recall, yes. I thought I'd seen you earlier. How have you been keeping? I've been keeping well. Liar. Glad to hear it. I'm loving the new look. He points to my sweater. Oh, thanks. Sorry, Riley, who is... Griff. I speak with certainty. It's Griff. Sal's eyes widened for a moment, sparked by the realization. Oh! She looks to Griff. We both move closer into the spotlight. It's good to put a face to the name. Riley's told me about you. All good things, I hope. Oh, of course. It was a long time ago, though. You guys used to date, right? Sal, you can't just... It's all right. Yes, we went out for a while. Just went out. It was more than that. Was it? Yeah, like Sal said, it was a long time ago, so... What have you been up to? Where have you been? Begging to know. Well, I've moved with my folks back across the pond, finished up school, now I work. What sort of work? Antiques. Making sure they get where they need to go. I've got some pieces on that ship in the bay, actually. Wow, that's cool. What sort of antiques? Stupid question. Pots, furniture, heirlooms. It's pencil pushing, really, but it lets me travel. How about you, Riley? He looks at me again with those shining eyes. I'd feel embarrassed if they weren't so comforting. Nothing special. I just work at a cafe in town. Nothing special. People need good coffee more than they need a bunch of old trinkets. Maybe I should swing by. What's the place? The boy, down along the waterfront. I went past there earlier. Artisan place. Looked nice. The numbness of shock has subsided, and I can feel the urgent thudding in my chest. How long are you here for? Just a week, unfortunately. I've got some engagements back home after that. We should do something, though. You free at all? Of course, drop everything. You've waited so long for this, say yes. Before he realizes the mistake he's made. But being too eager might put him off. Sal nudges me from behind. I need to say something. I was talking to Billy about going cycling, but I could change things around. Hey, don't go canceling any plans for the likes of me. I'm here till after the festival. He doesn't want to arrange anything. And here's where you would hop off if I'm doing Griff. But not today. Alright, see you in the afternoon then. How does one work for you? By the harbor? Yes. Yes, it absolutely does. I should be done by then. Perfect. Do you mind if I grab your number? Sure, He reaches for his pocket, but stops short. Shoot, I didn't bring it with me. It's a bit of a distraction on walks. He doesn't want to talk to you. Take the hint. But if you write down yours, I'll send you a message. Don't get your hopes up. Oh, okay. Sal, do you have your sketchbook? Not on me. He's going to disappear again. Shit. Hey, it's cool. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll do it then. Will you? Yeah, tomorrow. Our eyes stay on one another. The streetlight above us pulses. It's late. I should get going. Yep. Come on, Rye. It was nice to meet you, Griff. You too, Sal. We cross ways under the streetlight. As we brush past one another, he speaks. One tomorrow, by the harbor. Don't forget. His smile spreads to me. I nod back. I won't. As suddenly as he appeared, Griff slips around the corner, his bushy white tail slinking after him. He's gone. And here's where this episode has to end because the Billy update hasn't been put up yet. I'm refreshing the page and it's not there yet. Ah. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I hope to see you next time as we get into new content. Yay. Okay. Bye.